Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the end of the regular season here in the North American Draft League. My name is Legion 2K. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. But yes, it is the last day of competition here for the Draft League before we go into playoffs. It's going to be the top four moving on, and of course the bottom four are going to get their own little consolidation final, but we are, of course, really looking to see who is going to be the best of the best here. Tonight we are doing RPG, mini RPG, mind you, and then mix, so it's going to be very interesting to see who comes out on top. Speaking of on top, take a look at the standings really quick, and right now, Parker's Twisted Tea extending their lead from last week. Actually, no, it's decreased a little bit since the last time out. So they are going to be in a bit of a pickle if things go sideways with Duckass. They're right there in second. Yep, team moving up to third. They had a great showing last week. Same with Curse Casters. Thankfully not getting cursed all that much. Ice for Bead, though, you can see they've dropped down 70 points, fifth, so they are at the top side of the consolidation finals. Then it's going to be Dr. Thunder Ultra. Hasn't moved at all, just gained some points, but they do have that 2.6 advantage over the Ottoman Empire. And then the Router. I don't remember exactly what it stands for, but the Router right now is down in a 33.4 points. So we are just waiting on everything to get sorted out. Of course, these things do take a little bit to make sure everybody's in the proper place. I'm just hoping I get pinged. A lot of this was sort of, I don't want to say spur of the moment, but it was pretty close. It sure felt like it. So bear with me as best you can. But hopefully everybody's doing well here this morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you may be in the world. Thank you so much for stopping by. Back to me. But right now, yeah, I'm just waiting for things to open up. It is Sunday. Sunday, start of the new week, or if you define your week starting as Monday, you got one more day until then. Make sure you guys hydrate. This is water, I promise. It's not vodka. It'd be tequila. I'm a civilized man. But I am very ready to see how this goes. Pretty solid lineups from what I've looked at. We actually probably could get that pulled up right now, unless I accidentally closed that tab, which I didn't. Oh, we're gonna add a scene. Hold on. Here we go. Bear with. Just realized, terrible idea. My mic does not come up at all. But yeah, just looking at it right now. Ottoman Empire, Yep Team, Dr. Thunder Ultra, DMK, Ice for Bead, Cass Kirsters, Duck Ass, and Parker's Twisted Tea. But yeah, this is going to sort of set us up for the match. So we got our mini RPG. That's going to happen. And then we're going to do mixed. 15 points for first, 12 for second, 10 for third, fourth gets eighth, and it's 6, 4, 2, and 1. Teams need to have everybody in the finalist mode. But hopefully you guys are doing good today. I was stressing a little bit. I'm like, I get home from work, and it might be a little weird because the traffic's a little awkward because we got a football game today. And when I say football, I mean football, not soccer. All right? I know you guys a little too well. But we'll see what happens tonight. And then again, that'll set us up for the playoffs. I don't know exactly when those are going to be. I want to assume next week, but I don't know these things. They sort of come and go and do their own sort of whatever. But we're still just waiting for the rooms to open up, passwords and all. I'm searching around like I'm actually going to find anything in the feedback or the discussions channel. But yeah. I'm going to be honest. Have I seen the maps? Kind of. When I got the message, I took a quick peek, saw what I was working with, and yeah. I don't know if that's going to be everything, but like I said, we're going to be waiting for a little bit until the servers go live. As far as I'm concerned, oh, this might be it. This could be it. Oh my god, it might actually be open. I might just be dumb. I mean, can you really be surprised? And there should be a password somewhere for me. It's in here somewhere. I know it is. If it's not here, it might be here? Question mark? Problem with that? That? No. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, we're doing this on the fly. It's the best kind of broadcast. Let's see. That's questions. Questions. Yep. Not that. There it is. Found it. But how is everybody? I think I got it. If I got it, we're switching over. If not, oh baby. Oh, we got it. All right. I think that this is gonna be our start. We are here on Percussion. See whose plans stay put, whose unravels. But if we are on Percussion, that's awesome. There we go. Might as well just keep that open. Make life a little bit easier. Everybody changing the names. It looks like we are ready to go. Hopefully you guys are ready. Am I good? I am good. Let's do this. Go. HF. Actually, you know what? Because I'm not playing, I can say GLHF. Alright, looks like we are going to get started here on Percussion. First of 2 warm-ups. This is the mini RPG. Every player has pulled up. Every player is here. Get the bonks out of the way now. There you go. Everybody's doing that. But we are ready to go. Week 3. Last match day before playoffs. See who the top 8 or top 4 are gonna be, who the bottom 4 are gonna be, and I'm sure we'll have all of those brackets and whatnot when they get generated. Is everything here indicative of pace? I have no idea. Apparently we're all dying after warm-up. Good to know. Well, it's been a pleasure, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, once this warm-up is over, I will see you all on the other side, depending on how we're feeling. $32. I don't even know how to call this. At least the winner, just because of how chaotic the warm-ups have been, and even just sort of that intermission period prior to everybody joining. Players are probably, I would assume, looking to figure out those last bits where they can really push the car. Dial it in for the competition. Consistency is going to probably win out over speed. This Raceland will be the first to the finish. Folks, the final 15 seconds of warm-up, and we are going to get into this. For some of these teams, they are sitting comfortably. For others, consolidation playoffs are looking a little bit too close. But we're going to get started here on Percussion. Thunder Ultra, Duck Ass, Casters, Curse Casters, Ice for Bead, Parker's Twisted Tea, Yep Team, DMK, and Ottoman Empire. We are underway, and already we're starting to see a slow start from one of the Yep Team members and one of the DMK members. Havoc having to respawn again. We're going to go up front here. Nat's leading the field, but Liquid with a much better line. As I say that, Eclipse. So he's going to have to respawn. Sin's taking over duties at the top, but Nat's not letting that one go. Humble staying very close behind. Same with Dummy. These two guys battling it out. And I think we just saw somebody respawn. But Sin, very wide line from him. He's not going to make the jump. And in the lead, it's Charky. Does he get the first round for his team? Yes, he does. Ham Daddy, 0.02 of a second behind. Your top 6 separated by almost a second. Then Sumi starts us off in 6th position. Fortebrand not having the best start. Same with Liquid. He is going to DNF, but he's not going to make it to the end. So you can see the point lineup for the team, first to 2,000. And once we hit that point, everybody's got to get finalists, and then we're only good to go. We already got some very early touches. Kez and Regrab. Oh, Havoc, another respawn virus. So maybe Nerve starting to get to some of these players early. Raceland Cheese Lover. Everybody's up here. This very close start. We'll go with Simon. He's right in the thick of things. Very high jump there at the quarter pipe. He's going to overtake a few. Still sitting in 17th position, though. At the lead. Cheese is barely ahead. Sin makes the jump this time. Sin's going to go out wide. Is he going to get the run underneath one? Yes, he does. Will he get to the line first, though? No, he will not. Raceland getting the round. First place for the Ottoman Empire. Prowe down in 29th. It looks to be just about everybody, but great round there. Right to the end. Team totals. So, Ottoman Empire in the lead. We do have a pause coming out at the start. So, after just 2 rounds, Ottoman Empire is leading it. Then it's going to be Dr. Thunder Ultra, Duckass in 3rd. The boys from DMK in 4th. I know my numbers. And then it's going to be Twisted T, Curse Casters, Ice for Bead, and last but not least, Yep Team. 4th, 5th, maybe 6th, depending on how well DTU does. But hopefully back soon. Oh, here we go. We are back. Ready to go here. Everybody has returned. Rookie has returned. Off we go. Another round. We'll see how the start goes for some of these drivers. Clip from Sumi and randomize the rest of the field. Oh, Famvella. Oh, and Prowess. So despite a good start for some, it's not going to hold on. We have more crashes coming through. But up and over the top, it is still Liquid leading this field. Sin as well, showing why he's probably one of the best in North America. And as I say that... Oh, I thought he had to respawn the quarter pipe. But him and his teammate running together. Charles, though, very low line from him. This should absolutely be the round. Getting some much-needed points for DTU. Great little job coming back there right at the end. Let's see what that does for the point totals. 549. Or sorry, no, 723 for Duckass. So at the top, as they have been very closely situated with. Looks like the start's been pretty good across the field. I think there's maybe a couple people that crashed, but players from last round who had a bit of an issue have certainly rectified that. Prowess getting a lot of airtime, though. He's going to fall way off. Speed is not going to be there as much as he would like. Liquid again. And he's got, look, he's got everybody from Duckass right behind him. Cheese from Curse Casters trying to break up the party a little bit. And Simon comes back for Yep Team. He'll get into 4th, but a very awkward jump's going to set him aside. And 1, 2, 3 goes Duckass into the finish. They want to get this match over with immediately. and La Cocina, these guys. And Kez will be the last one across. We should be getting about halfway over. Yep, Duckass 1052, Ottoman Empire 857. They're the only other team that's close. Another round to play, another 32 cars pulling away from the start. Look at this, everybody separated. 210 says we have one of the drivers clipping the arch on the checkpoint, going straight up. Ezra, best internet world. We'll go with Sharky instead. Quarter pipe jump as low as you possibly can. We had a couple people clipping that before. Oh, and some touches coming in into the drift as well. Who's at the top? It's Raceland. But overtaking comes Charles. And Sin. Is Charles going to get the run to the line? Yes, he does! Raceland almost overtaking Sin at the line, though. 5,000ths. It keeps the Duckass player ahead. Sin is doing work right now. Liquid. Way down right now. Trolling a little bit. And Nee is still out there. But he will not get to the finish line. Duckass inching ever closer. We have 3 teams over that 1,000 point mark. Ottoman Empire, Dr. Thunder Ultra. Next team up closest would be Ice for Beat, then Curse Casters, Parker's Twisted Tea, DMK, and then Yep. And right now, Nats trying to pull it back for his team a little bit. Dummy, though, getting very quick here. But it's really Yep team. It's those guys in orange who are having problems. Brian Lockwood at the front. Another member of Duckass, but Raceland keeping him in check. Same with Charles. Ham Daddy just outside this top 3. Not by much, though. He's got Cheese and Hot Pursuit. Behind him, Rookie. And we go into this jump. Who's going to get it the best? It looks like Charles. It may be Raceland. But I think, yep, Charles just has it. 35,000ths of a second. Liquid, Ham Daddy, Cheese, top 5, Sumi, Rookie, Ezra, CJ, and Devil. Great round, though. Last few people coming through. It's a bit of a mixed bag in terms of the top teams. See if there's any changes in the meantime. Ooh, Dr. Thunder Ultra moving into second over the Ottoman Empire. Let's go with Cheese, one of my lads, one of my boys. He's doing right now. Great start from him with Charles. Go back a little bit with Nee. I think Nee's gonna have a really good spectator position. See how spread out these guys are at the jump. Now back into the quarter pipe. It is Cheese and Charles separated by just under 300ths of a second, but Charles has gotten the better of him. Sin, though, trying to fight back. We've got Prowess in here as well. Rookie, Ham Daddy, everybody's trying to get a piece of this, but it is going to be the 2 from Green Team. Curse Casters getting it. Top 2 spots, Cheese and Prow. 55,000ths of a second between them. Cheese calling out world record, apparently. Have to ask the judges if that's true. That's you guys. 2 drivers not getting to the end. How much closer? Ooh, Dr. Thunder Ultra's coming in a lot quicker, though. They've really closed it up in these latter stages. Everybody over 1,000 points except for Parker's Twisted Tea and Yep Team. Right now, Knee's not getting the best start. So he sits 24th. You can see just how close these guys are as we have 2 drivers hitting the checkpoint. Well, that's not doing anybody any favors now, is it? Liquid, Brian Lockwood, and Sin from Duckass trying to get some points away from Dr. Thunder Ultra. But as I say that, it looks like 2 of them may have had a pretty sloppy checkpoint. Charles has taken over. Raceland, though, has something to say about that. Into the jump. Charles, I think there was a little bit of a release there to get that early landing, and I think it's worked out perfectly for him. Putting in work. And I think we should have just about everybody going over 1,000. Femvella, though, long way back, and probably one more just behind. There will not be enough time to make it to the finish. Oh, it's Liquid. That's surprising. But points, 1988, 1948. Dr. Thunder Ultra and Duckass, they should both get finalists here. But it's going to be up to all 4 members of their team to secure a spot. And of course, in the meantime, everybody else is going to be clamoring for positions, or clamoring for points for the playoffs. But Nat's getting a bit of a shaky start, finding himself in the lower half of the field. But a low quarter pipe jump is going to give him a couple of extra positions. Brian leading the way. Ham is, look at this, 3 players. Raceland's taken over the lead. He's got a very tight jump, and I think it should be just enough. But at the line, Charles picks it up. 44 thousandths. Raceland, the very narrow line, did you dirty, my friend. And for the DTU squad, Charles just throwing the team on his back. How many rounds has this man had at number 1? But this should be DTU and Duckass all going finalist. In the yellow squad of Ottoman Empire, not that far off. So, 4 players on 2 teams with finalist mode. Brian not giving himself anything. We'll go with Rookie. Right now, according to the checkpoints, he is the one that's highest up, but Liquid also getting a nose in there. He will lead into the next checkpoint. This will be great for Duckass. 1 less player to worry about. Sin as well. Red squad doing great, but Liquid can ride the quarter pipe down, but it's not going to help him at all. Big nose down there from Sin. Early landing. Going to get him a little bit more speed, but Ham Daddy, much greater momentum. Now we'll see whose line is the greatest. It looks like Ham Daddy. Is he going to deny Sin? Yes, he will. No one from Duckass, nobody from DTU will be able to secure a first finalist. And if I'm going off of points, it looks like Curse Casters might get into that 2,000 point barrier. Yep, there it is. 4 teams. Dr. Thunder Ultra, Duckass, Curse Casters, Ottoman Empire, all 4 are in finalist mode. The next closest team is DMK. We continue on. Who's going to draw first blood for the finalists? Sin, very low jump, and it has done the exact opposite of what he was hoping, as he's going to fall woefully behind. And that's great start from him. He is going to try to hold off. Look at how many players behind him are on finalist mode. Cheese is going to DNF. He knows he has absolutely no chance. Nats can keep it going. But his jump's going to be a little bit weird, but Liquid's was even worse. I thought he was going to do it, but he hits the wall. Does Liquid get it? Yes, he does. Liquid gets the first finalist, and Sumiko for the straight finish. Oh, that was so close. Nats was right there. Just got a little bit too nervous. Went off early. And that's what's going to happen. But Liquid, first of his team to make finalist mode work and get that victory. 3 more still have to do it. It's going to be none other than Brian, Sin, and one person I'm forgetting. Ah, yes. Kokenheimerton. Or Kokenheimer. And then, of course, it is everybody from Ottoman Empire, everybody from DTU, everybody from Curse Casters, DMK and Parker, that gap's starting to grow a little bit. 54 points separates them. And of course, Ice for Bede, 1681. Yep Team, 1447. But right now, Sin. Oh, not Sin. It's Cheese and Raceland battling it out for their respective teams. I think Raceland might have a little bit more momentum, and he does, as Cheese. His transition not as good as the man from the Ottoman Empire. So Cheese does not give Curse Casters their first driver to victory. Keep in mind, these guys are not out of the woods just yet. Ice for Bede and DMK, both of these guys over 1900 points. Should at least Ice for Bede getting finalist mode ready. Cheese already off the bat with the DNF. He tried to cut that jump as low as he could, and it bit him. That risk versus reward. Brian and Dummy, Sin, Toto, Nats, Hamdaddy, Charles, Rookie. It's split halfway between finalists and non-finalists, but right now it's 3 finalists who are in those top 3 spots. And Rookie, this could be his chance to get one on the board for DTU, but Charles comes back, so does Sin, but I think it is going to be the man from Duckass. Yes, it is Sin, the second of the Duckass team, to get that finalist mode scrubbed away and finds himself a victory under the dirt. Rookie could have had it, but his line dictated otherwise. And I believe Ice for Bede should be over. Yes, they are. They are going to get finalist. So does DMK. Parker's Twisted Tea is 2 points off of finalist, and then Yep Team's at 1756. So we'll change someone who's not, who doesn't have North Korea internet, as we do see a big crash there off on the side. And more crashes coming through. A lot of risk from these players here, those especially in finalist mode. Toto is denying quite a number of drivers. All these guys separated by about half a second, and then it's Fortebrand. But Dummy's coming back. He's going to try to retaliate and immediately clips the edge. I think Toto might be fine. Who's that behind him? That's Ezra. And Ezra does not find himself. He would have loved to have done that for Ottoman. That would have been 2 to match Duck. So it looks like everybody except for Yep Team will be finalist. But man, if you're these 3 guys, this must feel great, getting to just sit back and wait. Actually, it probably doesn't. You probably wish you're out there. So Yep Team, this round finishes up. We will have every single team in finalist mode. Sorry, Ezra, I gotta leave that. Dan on the Moon right now is aiming for the stars here for DMK. Nobody on their team has gotten through to victory lane yet. Same with Parker's Twisted Tea, Ice for Beat, and Curse Casters, as well as we see CJ going very wide there over the openings. Total from Parker, though. He is running up with these guys, separated about 3/10 from the start. Sharky gets a no slide, and Sumi goes a little bit wide. It looks like it may be Nats. It could be Hamdaddy, though. An earlier landing there for the Canadian, and Hamdaddy will go through for DMK. They will add one of their teammates to the victory circle. And with all of this, Yep Team will get their finalist mode as well. And keep in mind, this is the mini RPG. We do have the mixed style map after this. And all of this is going to set us up for those playoffs. Top 4 in the standings go to upper bracket. The bottom 4 go to a consolidation bracket. Everybody's got red on their car. Everybody's got So much to play for here. Nats has been consistently getting one of the best starts, I think, on this map, but he's been struggling to convert that, especially when it matters now. Toto, though, making a very convincing argument for why he should be in the lead, and it seems to have worked just nicely. Yairus, very dangerous jump, and despite that, it has absolutely not worked out for him. Kockenheimer is just off by 1/10.5. How does this jump go? And it looks like it is Rookie who got it the best, and he's going to be the first one for DTU to get through the finalist mode. And the only numbers we're going to be looking at is going to be plus 100. Nats almost a quarter of a second got to the line before Prowess. Fimvela. So we still wait on finalists to come through for Cursecasters, Ice for Bead, Yep Team, and Parker's Twisted Tea. The other four have at least one driver who has gotten through finalist. Duckass, though, the only team with 2 at the moment, sitting on the sidelines waiting for the other 2 to come through. A great start here. Good sidewinder onto the magnet. Nats again with that start. It's been pretty much everything for him. But a great little bit of releasing there into the quarter pipe. We'll get him an earlier landing. Should extend the lead. Just over a 10th. But here comes Cheese and Charles. Sumi and maybe Charky can get a snipe on it. But it looks like Charles has done just that. He clips the... Oh my god, no. He did not just... He clipped the sculpture piece and gave Cheese exactly what he needed. Oh my god, and that's Cheese for Cursecasters. Alright, that is 6. Your first 6 through to finalist, or out of finalist. And 2 of them from Duck, 1 from D2, 1 from CC, 1 from DMK, 1 from TOE. It's just Ice for Beat, Parker's T, and Yep Team. That would love to get things done. Nats and Dummy. Femvela getting a great start, and I think that might have been Dummy we just saw go up and through the checkpoint. Charles keeping those jumps very low, releasing as much as he can. But Charles, he wants to redeem himself from last round, and right now he's making a very good showing of it. And as I say that, he clips again. Nat's gonna clip as well. Who's that gonna be? That's Charky for Ottoman Empire. I am doing way too good at the caster curse. That you can't. Oh, Charky's he's gonna be pleased with that one. Just hand it off to him like a baton. So Ottoman Empire, Duckass, only 2 teams with 2 players through. 1 from the DMK squad, 1 from DTU. This is absolutely ridiculous. Humbles is running it for Ice for Bead. No finalists from them just yet. Brian ahead for Duckass. This would be 3 of 4. And that would leave, I think, somebody who we lost early on. But coming back is just about everybody in the server, it feels like. Charles does a little... Okay, Charles going for a little bit of a backflip. I mean, style points are good, but they're not going to help you much out right now as he goes terribly behind Brian. Was that Sumi? I think that was Sumi. Oh, and Brian. Oh, Nats is slow. But it's not going to matter. Nats through for Ice for Bead. So they'll tack on their first player. And yeah, it looks like Charles is playing stunt mode. Personally, I think the TMNF stunt mode is better. Or the TMUF stunt mode, both of them. That's just a fact. But that's the first for his team to get through. That just leaves Yep Team and Parker's Twisted Tea the only squads without somebody through. Oh, and Havoc and Toto getting an early clip. Charles goes wide right into the boosters. Oh, Prow with a slight grazing of the wall. So Brian again leading everything. Knee tries to come back. Sumi with a very tight inside line. Archer, though. Haven't seen a lot of him. And we're probably going to see even more of him. Yeah, I thought he clipped for a second. Oh, Brian was slow there. Oh, and Sumi the touch. Oh, no. Kockenheimer, Archer's in the lead, though. But he's going to get an absolutely horrific jump there. That's going to do absolutely nothing for him. And Brian finally through. So one final player for Duckass, and that is going to be Kockenheimer. Apparently tier 14, by the way, just in case anybody was wondering. And Tummy slams his face into the wall. So all eyes for the red team on Kockenheimer. May have to bother him. From Chile. Remember my flags correctly. It's got a very smooth start, though. But right now, oh, and there's the touch. All the pressure now on one person to close it out for your team. You can say, well, it doesn't matter because you've got other teams not close, but the closest right now, Ezra and Eurus for Ottoman. Charles, all right. Oh, and Charles. Big hit for him. I really thought he had it for a second. Ezra, can Ezra do it for Ottoman Empire? Finally get the laggy cams out of here. It's hard to tell, but I think Archer might snipe him at the line. Yes, he does. 400ths of a second. Parker's Twisted Tea getting one of their members through. Ezra was almost ready to take a break, give his internet a chance. Is not going to happen. 400ths at the line. Eurus making some good runs here at the top. So 3 members for Duckass, 1 for everybody else. Ottoman has 2. Yep Team does not have a single one. And Kockenheimer, as I look at him, not just once, but twice. That round's over. Try again next time. As Dummy... Did Dummy clip the checkpoint? Oh, he did. Yeah, he went way behind. Humble. Getting his chance to be up front. Knee. Slightly different lines through the quarter pipe. Dan with great nose down. Get that early contact. Right now, Slorpy, Charles, and Humble. Charles, can you do it this time? He's going to go wide. He's going to, I think, almost clip. Just take it easy. And he throws it again! Oh, Charles, you can't be doing this. I'm not even playing and I feel bad for him. But Slurpee for ice. Oh my god. But Slurpee for ice makes it 2 of 4 for his team. Oh, this is just heartbreaking to watch right now. I feel awful. But back to Kockenheimer. And another early clip. Risking way too much here. Dummy not clipping the checkpoint, but he's going to absolutely botch the flip. So knee for DMK. Prowse in there for just a moment. It goes a little too high. Could this be Knee's round? He leads from Ezra and Devils. Toto as well. And I think that should be it unless he just steps off the platform a little too early. No, he hasn't. Knee Half of DMK is through, half of Ottoman Empire is through, and then it's one for Parker's, one for Doctor, one for DMK, one for Curse. Oh, Beat also halfway through. Yep, team still looking for their first. But the more these drivers go through, the smaller that field's getting, and the closer it might become. We still look back to the member from Duckass. Kockenheimer. Let's see how good this start is. The transitions are very smooth. Finding himself in third. Goes for a wider line. Tries to keep it narrow. Earlier landing. Could give him a little bit extra speed. But Charles, not going to comment, because it appears as though every time I've commented... Oh, Kockenheimer. Gotta be kidding. Alright, let's look at it from Dummy's POV. Transition's done well. Dummy goes very wide. Charles is hitting 1, 2, and 3, and now Dummy comes through for Curse Casters, and again, Charles coming up short right at the end. What is he doing? It's going to be way too much for the PayPal servers to handle at this point. It's insane. So Casters, 2 out of 2. Duckass, 3 from 1. You can see all of it up there. It's still Yep Team, though, who are looking to get themselves a finalist situated. Charles and Humble. Very good lines from them. Same with Devils. Have not talked a lot about Devils here tonight. Right now, it might be making deals with just that. It's him and Charles. 2 players from DTU. And if Charles throws again, it's going to be all up to Charles, though, to get another player across that threshold. He's got half a second from Dan and Kockenheimer. As Dan crashes, Charles crashes, prowe through on Curse Casters. That's going to be 3. Kockenheimer, 1.5 tenths. This is... I don't even know what to call this at this point. Charles has been leading... I can't even count how many rounds at this point in just throwing it. So let's go with Kez from Curse Casters. Haven't seen a lot of Kez. Haven't talked about a lot of Kez. Apologies. Start's going to be very disgusting. Immediately into the DNF. Dan on the moon DNFing. Simon for Yep Team. This has been so far him and CJ right now giving Yep Team a grand opportunity to finally get somebody on there. But it's really hard to call some of this. Devil, though, clips that quarter pipe. Ezra is rubber banding all over the place. Sumi's close. Eurus. If Ezra... Oh, Simon, if Ezra can get this, we should be done. I think it's going to be Sumi, though. The superior Japanese internet. Oh, my God. We need to... What state do I get to make fun of for Ezra? Hold on. Missouri? Yeah, that makes sense. So, it is Duckass, Curse Casters. Both have 1 who need to go through. Ottoman Empire, DMK, DTU, IFB have 2. PTT with 1, and it's still Yep Team with nobody. Eurus, HD Enlightenment already with the DNF for the rounds. They can't do anything about that. Toto at the top of the field. We're still waiting to see who's going to be the first team to cross over. If Toto messes up, Humble can take this and get ice for beat on 3, and it looks like it has happened, but Kockenheimer wants to finally close this one out. He goes through the checkpoint, but Devil's right there, and it looks to be Devil taking it for DTU. And that just leaves Charles, the last member of the team, who has to get over the finish line first. Everybody, Charles activated, Charles mode engaged. You know what? Let's spectate Charles. Let's see what happens. I think that's going to be funny if it works. Charles apparently planning this, would not be surprised. The biggest brain play to throw like crazy and then turn up when it maybe matters. And bad start, but not out of it just yet. Anything can happen. Plenty of mistakes can be made. There are different point amounts that get given depending on your team's tier. Tier 1 and 2 teams will not get as many points as 3 and 4. And Humble already stumbling. Kockenheimer still. Is this the opportunity for the Chilean? Into the jump, the transition's done well. I think Toto's gotten it even better though, but Toto clips the platform. And this should be Duckass finally putting a stamp on the envelope and getting all 4 players through. Kez made a bit of a last-ditch lunge, and it wasn't enough. But the entire Red Squad can finally take a break, as they will be victorious. So now, does Charles keep this going? There's a lot of strategy here. Still waiting on Yep Team to get a member through. 2 from DMK and Ottoman. And Ice for Bead. Parker's with 1. So let's see, it's Eurus. 1 of 2 for them. Humble, or not Humble, sorry, Toto. Inside line was gonna... It really kept that inside line going. I'm surprised that worked out. I thought for sure he was gonna fall back off of that just because of the line. Charles, another touch. Randomizes in on this. And there's Ezra blinking in and out of existence. Like a specter. But Toto and Eurus gonna drag race to the line, but it will be Toto for PTT. Half of their squad is all set. Half of them still have to get things together. And again, Yep Team. CJ Bro, the highest of his squad. Almost a full second off of the winning time. We're seeing a lot of these low 48s. Can't recall if we've seen a 47 just yet. But 3 victories for Curse, 3 victories for DTU. Everybody else has 2 except for Yep Team. Let's go with Kez. Could get second for his team. But his start's going to find him very wide and a little ways behind. But he is picking his way right through into the top 4 here. Oh, when he almost clipped the inside. He's not going to get the drift, though. That's going to throw him way, way too far into the outfield. Eurus with Humble and Charles. Less than 300ths, and now it's going to be 800ths between first and second. Charles fighting back, a touch there from Eurus. We'll push him way down into DNF territory. Will Charles finally do this? And I think it is. Charles, I don't know how many attempts it was, but that will be all is needed for DTU to get second here in this match. Oh man, that was that was a fast leap, Charles. With the David Blaine in and out, not even worrying. And then there were 6 teams. Let's go back with Kez. But we should really start thinning things out here. And it's all going to come down to consistency As we've seen some surprising rounds from drivers who just stayed on their line, didn't push anything, just did their race and let everything else play out the way it has. Eurus taking over the lead though. Kez fighting back. Will get a much later landing, but I think he'll have a little bit more speed into the drift. Eurus incredibly close on the inside. They'll both go onto the outside, into the penultimate checkpoint, into the jump. HD almost trying to cut the ramp a little bit, but I think Kez might have this one in the bag. Goes onto the sculpture, jumps into the finish, and Kez, for Cursed Casters, gets third here on Percussion. Dan on the Moon trying to come back. Enlightenment. That ramp cut worked a little bit, but it just was not the right place to do it. So that top row just peeking up above the scoreboard. All of them have validated their 4. So who's it gonna be? Ice for Bead, Ottoman Empire, DMK, Parker's Twisted Tea, 2 of 4 players through. Yep team with absolutely nobody. And we're starting to get some pretty good starts to where people are pretty close to each other. Finvella, though, getting the worst of it at the start. Eurus, Enlightenment, looks like Dan and Humble, your top 4. Fortebrand tries to come back. We're going to ride on board with Havoc as he'll surge up through the quarter pipe. Somebody there, I think it might have been CJ, and Ford hitting one of the walls into the drift. Humble fighting with Enlightenment, though. Both of these guys locked in. It's going to be Humble hitting the platform. Enlightenment's going to jump way too far to the side. It might be Dan on the Moon shooting for the stars and gets through. DMK is now 1 player closer to getting 4th. Who does that leave? That leaves Randomize. Does Humble have time? Yes, he does. Good job. And you're seeing how these rounds you really don't get a chance to respawn, though. You either make that jump or you don't. You either get that drift or you don't. We are talking millimeters here. And already, Finvella back at the start. Eurus not getting the best for his team. Go with regrab. Right now is at about 6, hovering around there. The field is dwindling. So your mid pack is becoming your upper field, and that back half is becoming, well, still back half. But we are starting to see some drivers getting pretty cozy. DNFs from Ford, CJ, Eurus, and Finvella. Humble has been in this spot before. Is this the round where the Canadian can finally make it stick? Goes into the jump. The final checkpoint. Regrab is close behind, but not close enough. Ice for Bead, 1 player away from 4th. That just leaves Parker's Twisted Tea and Ottoman Empire with 2, and we're still waiting on the first Yep for team member. Regrab had the best opportunity out of any. But now we get to check on the last Ice for Bead player. And that's going to be none other than Finvella, who has had shocking starts here with Percussion. But now, as I say that, gets a very good start and is leading the field. Although Simon coming back, so immediately from 1st down to about 6th, it looks like. And, oh, that jump was very poorly done, and that is going to just completely throw him off. HD, hold on. What is happening here? Simon is very slow. Regrab. But Ezra, oh, this is a battle between Ottoman and the boys from Yep Team. Ezra with a chance, but 3 members of Yep Team are here to pick up the pieces should that puzzle fall apart. And right now, Regrab fighting with Simon. There is going to be the touch. I think Ezra might have it. Does Missouri Internet hold out? No, it doesn't. And finally, for Yep Team, they get 1 driver validated. It's going to be Simon. Ezra, half a 10th. CJ, half a second. You're seeing these massive gaps. And a lot more DNFs. So we're still waiting on a fourth place team. DMK, Ice for Bead, the only two. Yep team getting one of their members across. And let's go with, ooh, boy, I don't even know. We might go with Randomize. Because Randomize having a pretty good start. Risking as much as he can out wide. Try to carry as much speed through the corner as possible, but it is HD. Trying to give Parker's Twisted Tea a better shot at fourth place. Eurus is ahead. Ezra trying to figure out where his internet wants to put him. We'll go with Enlightenment, though, as he gets the overtake on Eurus. I think Eurus touched the platform. He might have clipped it. It looks like he has. And Enlightenment for Parker's Twisted Tea. It makes it 3 out of 4. Eurus, oh, he had it right up to the end, risking a little bit too much into that platform jump. Ezra apparently driving in complete silence. That is how you know he is locked in. You don't even notice the music has stopped. 3 teams with 1 driver to get through. DMK, Ice for Bead, Parker's Twisted Tea. Ottoman Empire with 2. And Yep Team 3 still have to find their way. Randomize has immediately DNF'd. This round is over for him. DMK will not be seeing 4th place. Eurus making ground right now for past rounds. So he goes up into the quarter pipe. CJ very low there. Gets right up in front of him, but immediately clips the checkpoint. He got a little bit ambitious, and it's going to bite him. But coming back is Ezra. But 2 players from Ottoman. Surely they both get this. There's no way they don't. And Eurus will get it done. Even crashes the checkpoint. Everybody with 1 player left. Except for Yep Team. They've got 1 player through, but they still have 3 others that need to get verified, or validated rather, before we go into that mixed style track for the second half of tonight's broadcast. And of course, that'll set us up nicely for the playoffs. But Ezra's, well, I can't really bother watching Ezra. Oh, CJ is way back. Same with Favela. Randomized. Seems to be a few states away from the top 3. Havoc and Fortebrand with Ezra. But what do the quarter pipe jumps look like? Ezra gets it the best. Will extend the lead a little bit. Some stability in the Missouri internet. Is this the round? Is this what we've been waiting for? Have we been waiting for the teleporting to stop? Big jump there from Ezra. And it looks like the Ottoman Empire will finally close things out here. They're gonna be 4th here on Percussion. The slideshow is over. The PowerPoint done. Your top 4 decided. So, Ice for Bead. Parker's Twisted Tea, Yep Team, DMK. All of them still have to figure this out. Oh, Randomize. I don't think Randomize can really do anything with this. But regrab. Oh, I bet that's backwards. It probably is. No, it's not. I think I'm just seeing things. But Fortebrand leading ahead of CJ. Try it as low as they can. But it will be the Ford. At the top, CJ's a very tight inside line. Wants to close that gap right up. Oh, it is backwards. I was right. CJ with the ramp cut. Ford with a big hit on the platform, though. And for CJ, Yep Team, another player through on finalist. I'm gonna type his name backwards, and we're gonna see what it says. Nobody tell me. That's not a word. Getting trolled. Do not troll me. Last 5. 1 from those bottom 4 teams, but 2 from Yep Team. And the start sees Havoc at the very back of things. Femvella, this could be a chance to finally get your team through, but you've got a few other cars to pick through as Havoc goes farther and farther back in the field. Same with Femvella, barely making that jump. Will make this jump, though. But the Delta's not looking at that. Look at Ford. Low on the quarter pipe. Randomize. Doesn't care any little bit about that. Oh, but Ford might have more momentum. Gets an early landing on the platform, but clips it again. And Randomize for DMK will get into 5th place here at the end of Percussion. That leaves 2 members from Yep Team, 1 from Parker's Twisted Tea, 1 from Ice. Femvella, a lot of pressure. Same with Ford. But finally, the Pink Squad can be done. Here we go. 4 players remain. 2 teammates. And Femvella in 4th. The same mistake! Incredible. If you're Havoc and Regrab, this is exactly what you were hoping for. Just take it easy. Just take it easy. You don't have to rush a single thing. You've got 6 seconds between you and the person in 3rd. You've already had 4 DNF the round. So why bother? Why bother going crazy? Because Fem is just now Havoc. Havoc crashes. Regrab does not get the Neo side. There's no way. There's no way. Does Fem have a chance? I don't know. I don't think so. Havoc clips. Does Regrab... You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Femvella. What just happened? That is exactly how I feel, Havoc. How does that happen? Ford and Femvella clipped the platform at the start, giving the two players from Yep Team the perfect chance to win the round, and they still throw it. Surely this is where they all get it together, right? And it's a Havoc and Ford. I think Ford should make the jump. He does. Regrab can deny and make sure Yep Team does not finish in 8th. But Fortebrand trying to come back from this. He's taking narrow lines. Oh, he's very... That's a big quarter pipe jump. That's not going to help out at all. That gap's going to grow almost 3/4 of a second. Regrab finally gets the drift this time. He's got to make the platform jump. Can he do it? He's going to take it very safe here. Not just once, but twice. A lot of airtime for him. And Yep Team will be getting 1 more member through. It just comes down to this final round between Fortebrand and Havoc. Who's going to take home 7th? Who's going to take home 8th here on Percussion? How much are these players willing to risk? No telling. No telling. But folks, after this, we go to the mixed style map. Ford and Havoc, the low jump's coming in, and they're both going to get it perfectly, but Havoc's a little bit crazier at the start. Ford has to respawn. Havoc for Yep Team. Make amends. You can do it. The gap is there. Surely he must know. Fortebrand, very far behind. Absolutely no way he's coming back. 8 seconds is the gap. And here we go. Havoc, for the last time, jumps to the platform. Jumps to the checkpoint. Goes around onto the sculpture. And Yep Team will finish 7th. Fire Fortebrand. Put up an amazing effort, but he's just going to come up short. Duckass, though, taking 1st place. DTU is going to be second. Curse Caster's third. Ice for Beat 6. Ottoman's fourth. DMK fifth. What a round we had. I believe we are going to be hopping over to the other room. Oh yeah, the pick'ems. I forgot we have pick'ems. To keep a, to look back at the standings, Parker's Twisted Tea is going to be on the top. Duckass second. Yep Team is third. Cursecaster's fourth. Ice for Bead. DTU, Ottoman Empire, and DMK. That is everybody else down to 8th. Folks, we are here on the second map of the night. It's going to be Die Rise. We are waiting for players to join. So for right now... Hi, it's me, your boy. But yeah, players are getting in. So this will be our mixed style map for the last match of the night before we go into the playoffs. Guys, if you haven't, hydrate, drink your water, alright? I want everybody right now to drink some water. It's good for you. None of this soda, none of this anything. No, Brian with the rate of 8. Winky Raiders, good to see you. Welcome in. Great match. That was a little stressful. Little bit stressful, but it looks like we should be having the majority of people coming through. Everybody is just getting situated. Drinking green tea. Green tea, I can work with green tea. My thoughts on pink lemonade. I like it. I like it better than regular lemonade. But it looks like we're just waiting on some players. Thank you, Nats. Appreciate you. But yeah, last match. It's going to be mixed here on Die Rise. Is there a GPS? There is a GPS, it looks like. I don't know. Is that a GPS? I don't know if that's a GPS. I'm scared. Pink lemonade is my favorite. That's, yeah. I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, lemonade's good, but pink lemonade, that's good stuff. That is good stuff. I'm hearing some reactor boosts on the grass. Oh boy. We may have some pretty close rounds here. Noisy. Oh, dinks off the right-hander. BMQ comes through, goes cheese. Matrix. Everybody else getting those last finishes, unless you're PC Gamer, taking your sweet time. We love a slow king. But ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The last round of the regular season of the ADL. And it's going to set the stage for playoffs. 4 teams go through to the upper bracket. 4 will have to deal with consolidation. And right now at the start, Flimsy Elbow getting the best start of anybody. But Jampy, Tom Byrne, and even one of the players from DMK getting in there. That's going to be Dirty Steve. It is going to be very tough to call this round. Jampy with a touch, though. He's going to fall back way out of the pace. Another crash coming in the background. Sully completely messing up and slamming into the wall. He's going to be out of this round at the top end of town. Dirty Steve, just a few hundred, separates himself from PC. Matrix and Stoke also fighting for what's going to be 3rd position. But as I say that, Steve comes out the other side. Matrix gaining a position. These 3 cannot decide who's going to go where, but into the water we go. Into the engine off. Matrix has the lead. Dirty Steve, a touch there from PC is going to send him way back. What was looking like a guaranteed almost top 5 has completely fallen out of top 10. But 3 members from Yep Team in the top 5. That's great for them. Try to make things work from last map. At the start of this contest, we'll see Yep Team 352 points. 2nd place is Parker's Twisted Tea, 277. So a big lead for Yep already. And I think we just saw somebody slam the wall. Let's go with Ariat. This is about midfield, more towards the back, but still very close to the front. You can see just all the debating for position. Seems to be trading hands back and forth. The one section you really want to not have cars on, besides everything. Steve back up front. PC Gamer. Oh, as I say that, Steve makes a massive error. Matrix, PC Gamer. Here comes Tom. Here comes Jampy and Stokeine as well. Matrix has the lead over his teammate. 1 and 2 for Yep Team. Jampy and PC just gets ahead of Tom Byrne at the line. Yep Team coming out the gate strong here on Die Rise. Surprised. Now, are they able to actually close things out quickly? Big points for them. So as we continue on, point gap 584 now. 523, 61 points separates first and second, and you can see there's a good mix from 4th to 8th right now, very close to each other. It's only Ottoman Empire who's kind of just on their own in terms of the standings. Let's go with B-Rent for Yep Team. Oh, gets a little bit of water there. It's almost lucky to not slide out. Almost with the wall touch as well. Flimsy Elbow. Let's see if he can finally get around in first. And he's cutting it very close to the inside. I think that was Jampy that's falling off. Noisia. A bit of tug and war in position. Here comes Steve and also Stoke. But it looks like Noisia has it. And Flimsy again, another touch there. Flimsy is putting up a rather flimsy defense of first place because it seems like everybody's been able to overcome him. Right towards the end. It's anywhere middle to the end, but Noisia getting some big points there for Ice Speed. And let's see where the standings are. 832 for Yep Team, 700 for Parker's. So we are starting to see a gap form between first and second, so this may be a fight between Yep and PTT when Finalist Mode gets activated. And then from there, well, it could be really anybody's game. You could say Ottoman versus Ice versus Duck, and then DMK versus DTU, and Cursecaster's kind of just on their own now. Flimsy right now in third. Tom leads the way. Sully's in third. But an excellent line. Get him into second or third, depending on how the checkpoint wants to call it. But does Elbow finally have it in him to get that first place for his team? He's got more speed. And finally, Flimsy Elbow finds himself at the top of the pile at the finish line. Sully trying what he can, carrying as much speed into the engine off. They're just a little bit too late. So that's good because you can see the Yep Team members, not all of them are on this leaderboard, but more members of Parker's Twisted Tea. 8 points separates the top 2 after that round. We are really seeing a divide now. It appears to be Yep and Parker's facing off against each other and then leaving every other team in a bit of a free-for-all. We'll go with Cheese. Around the hole in the ground, onto the side of the pool, and onto the upper part of the sausage block. The engine off onto the penalty grass, around the outside, into the checkpoint respawn, or reset rather, excuse me. Seeing some dropped gears, though. See if the gear drop here is real. It is, but it seems to be required. PC with Flimsy. Could this be Parker Twisted Tea's map? It might be. As both of those two go into the water, but Matrix coming back, but it's just going to be a little bit too late. 1 and 2. PC and Flimsy Elbow. Jampy is also up there. In 7th. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 7th, I can count. And Yep Team, only 2 members, but that's in the top 5. Matrix and Stoke trying to keep the flame going for their team. But this should see yeah, there it is. Yep, Parker's now in the lead. To the next round we go. It is still Parker's Twisted Tea on top. Yep Team just a little under 80, or a little over 80 points behind, and then everybody else fighting for a piece of land. Duckass with the third place provisionally with 959 points, and then it is Ice for Bead and DMK looking at fourth together, and then the other three teams separated by 44 points. Ottoman from DTU, though, 4 for them. That's a very close gap. And up front, though, with Jampy. Jampy's been doing well, but stumbling at the most inopportune times. Oh, Steve not getting the drift at all. That'll give Stoke the lead. Flimsy in second, but I think Jampy might have a little bit more speed into the finish, but no, it is not. 33 thousandths of a second. But 3 members of PTT in the top 5. 1 for Curse Casters, 1 for Yep Team. And Torque's coming back, getting overtaken by Nork, but he will come back and get Nork just at the line. So what does that become? 1579 for the Sky Blue team. And now it is 68 points. If only, Yep had just less than 1 less point. 68 right now. Parker's Twisted Tea, 421 points from finalist mode. All their players being there this early would be big. Especially with the rounds they're having. We may be seeing a very quick first place for them should everything go to plan. Oh, Solar, big crash. Sorry I did that. Sorry I looked at the wrong time. Winner in the top 8. For Curse Casters, he's got Tom ahead of him, his teammate, who's up there in the top 5, kind of bouncing around just because of how close these checkpoints out. Noisia already. Look at the gap there. Half a second to BMQ. It's going to be a 50.8 for him. 2 players from Yep Team in top 5. The closest member of Parker's Twisted Tea isn't close to this at all. But a great time into the 50s. Noisia locking in. Oh, and Torque getting the jump out of the water. So what does this look like? Oh, Yep Team back in the lead. 1707 compared to 1667. The gap is now 40 points in Yep Team's favor. And you can see between Duck, DMK, and Ice, 49 points separates all 3 of them. They're all spaced out. The only team not over 1,000 points is the Ottoman Empire. And right now, Vanessa is looking to make that happen. It will happen this round, thankfully. And Robalob and Zach the Warrior. All these guys very close to each other. Tom leading ahead of Noisia. Saying if you can do a 50.8, I can maybe do just a little bit better. Slightly offset lines from each other. The drift up around near the donut. There is Stoke. Doesn't get a good water ride. And a 50.9. Noisia is turning up right now. 50.8, 50.9. If you want someone consistent and you want somebody quick, Noisia might have you right now on die rise, especially for Ice for Bead. Oh, 237 points for Yep Team is massive. Almost 200 points is the deficit Parker's has to overcome. DMK and Ice for Bead past 1400, same with Duckass. That leaves Curse Casters with 1300 just about. Same with PTU. They're going to be 100 points behind the green team. And then Ottoman Empire at the very back with 1136. Right now it's PC Gamer getting offline because of the water. Noisia in the lead, but Jampy wants to say something on the matter. And will have the lead here. Matrix. Tom Burns in front of him. Where's my boy Miggy? There he is with the overtake. Good job, Miggy, getting to 4th. But Noisia, what is this going to be? This might be an even faster round. 51-1. Okay, it was a bit of a sloppy round there. bit of a sloppy round there for the Argentinian. Let's look at Parker's Twisted Tea. I think... No, I don't think they're going to get the lead back, but Yep Team is going to get onto finalist. You can see Matrix and Stoke doing a lot of work right now. BMQ and B-Rent, not really. So, Yep Team, first one to cross into 2,000 points. Parker's Twisted Tea, 1998. That was a great year, if you ask me. 2 points off for them, and then everybody else is still a little ways back on the trail. So we look to BMQ, look at Stoke, Matrix, and B-Rent. Oh, and BMQ, that's not going to do anything. PC Gamer leading the field. Flimsy touches the wall with the engine off. That's going to slow him way down. Tom Byrne taking the lead. Into the grass with the reactor boost. A wide line along the outside of the checkpoint. He's going to carry this momentum even farther forward. Try not to get that jump out of the water. It's a very smooth transition onto the wall ride for both of these guys. So Parker's Twisted Tea will find themselves in finalist mode. I don't think Curse Casters will get close to 1,800, but they'll very much get over 1,700. That may give them that lead over DMQ and Ice for B to maybe. And then Ottoman and Dr. Thunder Ultra rounding out the back of the field. So if we look, yeah, we'll be Ice for Bead in third, 1842. Oh, Curse Caster's not getting into the 1800s. Okay, that's surprising. But 3 teams, 1700s, 2 teams at the 1400 mark. Right now, Flimsy for Parker's Twisted Tea. Could this be the first finalist getting validated for Die Rise? Battling with Tom, but Flimsy just loses it at the worst possible time. But Matrix for Yep Team will gladly take over that spot. He knows Tom and Noisia could make some mistakes. Reactor onto the grass, the uphill, close as you want on the inside. And another close inside drift for Matrix. Will that give him the speed into the water? It will not. He had to brake a little bit, but Tom Byrne at the front, and Noisia just beats Matrix to the line. 17 thousandths of a second. Then it's Stoke and BMQ, the Yep Team guys. They are showing their pace here. Tom apparently throwing. Could have had lower than a 50.9. But just look at the scoreboard here. 3 members from Yep Team, or sorry, 4 members from Yep Team, 2 from the Parker squad. And that just leaves Curse is on finalist. Ice for Beat is not. Duckass will not. Those 2 teams, the red and the purple, should be at finalist by the end of this round. DMK might get close. Dr. Thunder's going to have some work to do. Same with Ottoman Empire. PC Gamer, though, leading this entire server as up and over goes. I believe that was BMQ. No, it might have been B-Rent. I don't know who exactly that was. We'll see what it looks like. It was definitely one of the Yep Team members. Actually, it wasn't. Matrix has 6/10 to Miggy. And Miggy touches the wall. Alex going for a wall ride. It's a very interesting choice. Okay, I wouldn't go for that, but I'm not racing. But Matrix, all he's got to do is make the final turn. Yes, he does it. Matrix for Yep Team already. Before we have a chance to get half the server into half the teams into finalist mode, we already have 1 player getting validated. Yep Team, 25% of the way there from getting their night done and dusted. Will we see any other teams join the finalists? I believe Ice for Bead and Duckass. Yes, I was correct. That leaves DTU and TOE. Separated by 30 points for those 2. And already a touch at the start for one of the drivers. I didn't see exactly who that was. And Rob, oh, big hit there. And Miggy as well. Can we keep it going? Hopefully not more crashes and curses. That would not be fun. But PC Gamer and Noisia, they found themselves at the helm right now. Neither dropping the gear. Very good gear management there. That is not an easy corner from what we've seen here tonight of holding that gear. It's very common you drop it if you just brake a little too hard. Noisia overtaking PC. Tom is close, though. No, he's not. Just kidding. It's Sully, but PC Gamer with a little bit more speed into the water, but it's just going to be late because Noisia with a 50.8 gets through for Ice for Bead. PC had some speed going into it, but I think the turn just did him in. It's a great round. It's a great time for those two. So the necessary number of players drops DTU, Dr. Thunder Ultra with finalist mode. Ottoman Empire, the only team left to do so. 1948, they will get it this round. Right now I saw Winter Sprung had a very narrow start, and I think I looked like he touched for a second, and he does touch. Oh, we are just racking up the kills here tonight. This booth is very curse heavy with all the commentating I've done across everything I've done. Yeah, you commentator curse quite a lot of people. It just sort of happens. It's just what you do. But Nork and PC Gamer running the same car skip, but not on the same team. PC. Kemper, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm just kidding. It doesn't affect me the slightest. PC Gamer does not get the water transition at all. Stokeine will get through for the Yep team. We saw Flimsy fight back right at the line. And there we go. Alex and Zach getting 65 and 62 points respectively, and that'll put Ottoman Empire into finalist mode. So 2 members from Yep team have been validated, one member from Ice for Bead, and everybody else has red on their car. So we are just gonna have to see who's got it in them to get all 4 back into the garage for a well-deserved break. Is a big hit there. I did not see who that was. Somebody went flying. Just goes to show you how much these drivers are willing to risk, especially at this stage in the game. They know that for a lot of them it's going to be one final round, but it's just a question of when does that final round come for you, and will it be beneficial to your team? Will it help them secure something, or at the very least get the plow pushed a little bit further? Oh, BMQ and EXO! Big hit from both of them. DNF from BMQ. The Canadian knows his round is done. Can Winter get anything from Flimsy? Flimsy, he took it very easy there. He didn't have to risk at all. Almost a second to second place as Winter. I think the water slowed him down. So one member from Parker's Twisted Tea will get themselves situated for the rest of the night. So 4 players. We have the exact same situation we had in Percussion, where we had one team with 2 people through and 2 teams with 1. I'll start calling you death with how many rounds you killed. Thanks, Ford. Appreciate it. It has happened, not just here in TM, but in ACC with the organization I'm a part of. And another big hit. An Acronator. I really almost said something about Acronator. It's like, oh, when I finished the sentence, but thankfully Acronator apparently can read my mind, so sorry. PC Gamer, though, a familiar position from him at the start. Very inside line, tries to get to the checkpoint as quickly as he can. But I think Dirty Steve might have had just a little bit more speed through the penalty grass section. PC with a little bit of a switchback, though. Does that do anything for him? It does. It keeps him even with Steve, though. And somehow not clipping the ring there. Now into the water. Can PC finally close it out for himself on Yep Team? Yes, he can. It just leaves B-Rent, the only player from Orange, who has to get first place. And with a 50.8, PC Gamer. Oh, I completely messed that up. I thought he was on BMQ. I thought he was on Yep Team. I'm so sorry. PC. 2 for Parkers. 2 for Yep. 1 for Ice. Snipe, I believe this is open to anybody. I'm not 100%. You'll have to check in with the Discord itself. Apparently, Nork sneezing and died. Hate when that happens. That's when you just don't. So everybody's getting a good start. Let's go with Solar. As I say, everyone gets a good start. Someone decides to tell me to shut up. As is tradition here. Oh, a little touch on the outside wall there. I think that was, I thought that was Rob going a little bit on the inside. I don't believe that was. Another big hit on the outside. Sully at the top. We'll go with Vanessa, though. Oh, Vanessa. How does that line... I was going to say that line worked, and I just saw the trajectory. I'm like, yeah, it's not going to work, but I at least want to get the thought out. But this will give Sully a little bit of extra breathing room. Cheese, 310s. Tombird's behind him. But Sully, I think, will be all set. Will this be the first member of Duck Ass? It will. 51-3. A lot of mistakes coming through for some of these guys. I just counted it as top 16. I don't know why I didn't think it would be. Or wouldn't be. But that is the first for the red team. So that just leaves DTU, CC, DMK, and TOE without a player through. Gearhart not getting the best start. Let's go with Rob. He's gonna have a good seat for a lot of this. As he finds himself 17th position. At the start here, the first few checkpoints, does see Winter getting it wrong and a touch there in the water for Rob. People having to respawn, going all over the place. BMQ for Yep. If he can win this round, it'll be one final Yep team member. Jampy's going to scrape the wall a little bit. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the hitboxes on these grass blocks, road paces are just a little bit too inside, and BMQ falling off. Does Dirty Steve have it? No, he doesn't, because he just hits the wall too hard. Ushtamas gets it. Dirty Steve, you saw him bounce off the wall there. That slowed him down a lot. But yeah, as I was saying, those grass road pieces, like the water here, but with the grass, I swear that inside wall is closer than it looks. I think whoever made it may or may not have used the same hitbox as the water, because they have that little extra bit of the wall there to make sure you don't get stuck. Well, let's see the start. Tom already getting a touch. So he's going to be very slow, and way off goes Nork. So Miggy here in 9th, running in the top 10. There's BMQ. And B-Rent as well. Steve, familiar spot from him. He's been up the front before, and a big hit. That could not have been Jampy, was it? Oh, no, it was not. It was somebody else. I didn't see exactly who that was. But tumbling down the order they go. BMQ, close. Same with Author Time. I wonder if Author Time has the Author Time. We'll have to wait and see. But Steve, can he get this better? Yes, he does. Very smooth there. And Fear. Whoa! Big hit there. Was that Jampy? That was Jampy. Oh, he tried it. He really wanted to see how much more he could grab, and just right into the plastic side of the pool. Ricochet off like a tennis ball. But DMK get their first player through. It just leaves Dr. Thunder, Ultra Caster, Cursed Casters, and Ottoman Empire, who have to get one at least to get that ball rolling. And Jampy already with a touch. It's early on where it doesn't matter, but you don't want to keep making that mistake. But up through we go with the reactor onto the sausage, and then onto the very wide sausage plastic piece. That does see Fjord in first place, but Tom getting a much better exit out of the corner, carries a bit more speed. Down the hill they go, and Tom has taken the lead as down goes our former leader. But Tom, I think, dropped the gear there. That gave Rob and Miggy an opening. Rob's got the lead into the drift. He doesn't get it well. He's going to go flying off. And for Miggy, 4 ice for Bede. Will this be 3 out of 4? Yes, it will. IFB, they've got a great chance. And it's going to fall all onto Femvella again. This is not the first time that Fem has been the last one. It happened in the last map with Percussion. But maybe Fem locks in. So let's see. The casual OO. And off Femvella goes. Jampy as well with the touch. XO is loving that top spot, but BMQ wants to break his heart. So does Nork and Tom. Alex. Oh, Jampy is left. I think Jampy still has to get finalist mode. Although, hopefully that's just a system or a game issue and not a tilt issue. Yeah, he's back. Okay, it's probably just game related. But Tom BMQ. Yandro. Oh, Alex. Okay, so this wall ride kind of works. Sort of. Maybe. Possibly. I don't really know. But BMQ and Tom into the water. It's very late on the wall ride for BMQ. Tom does not mess up that slight chicane. And first for Cursecasters. It's himself validated. BMQ. Still one of 2 Yep team members left to get through. DMK still looking to be the first one over. And Ottoman and Dr. Thunder still have to get somebody. But that should be just about everybody. Yeah, for DTU and TOE, I don't know who it could be. I mean, XO's been doing a great job. He could be the first one for Dr. Thunder to get into validation. And then for Ottoman Empire, I mean, it could be Rob, as Rob immediately DNF, so it might fall all onto Alex here. And as I say that, clips the little bit of the ramp of the road piece. And Alex is technically my boss, so this might be the last cast I ever do. It's been nice knowing you guys. I cursed him. I can't believe it. But she's leading the way. Could this be the chance for Dr. Thunder Ultra to finally get a player up in there? Or does Author Time have something to say about it? Same with Nork. Nork would be great for Duck Ass to get another one. But it looks like Cheese has gotten the turns just right. Got the water perfectly. And there it is. Ottoman Empire, the only team to have yet to get somebody green named. And we still wait to see if Femvella can get it together for Ice for Bede. And finally get that team a first place. Everybody else is on at least one, except for Ottoman Empire and Yep Team and Parker's. But Ottoman Empire still has to get somebody through, and Parker's and Yep Team have 2 as B-Rent decides to hit the DDoS on himself, and that will cost him because he is going to clip the inside there and go way down, and BMQ as well. I swear I just saw BMQ DNF out of things. But yes, Keyboard, I'm very proud of you as always. You did great. Ariat not doing so well. Jampy's in the lead. But the problem is Alex comes back with a vengeance. Almost clipping there, but not. Jampy, very inside line. Alex still with that wall ride. Jampy just slams the wall coming out of the grass section. Winner will take over the lead, but he's going to be very far off the wall. That does give Skotos a chance to slip through. Like a thief in the night, he steals out that first place from Winter. Duckhouse with 2 now. And the heart is broken. Just DNFs right there on the spot. Ice for Bede, though, still the only team with 1 player remaining. Everyone else has 1, except for, well, 3 teams have 1, 3 teams have 2. 1 team has yet to do so. Could this be the round for Ottoman Empire to finally get somebody on the board here? Right now, it's BMQ just all over the place. So much speed coming up the hill. Completely throws him off balance. Well, right here with Solar, he's about middle of the top, and Jampy, another big hit. Jampy is just falling apart here. So many opportunities, and so many opportunities go with the wind. Cannot keep doing this if he wants to give PTT a chance. And the top three, look at how close these guys are air at. Exo and Nork into the water, into the engine off, and look at Nork getting a lot of speed because of the wall ride, but it's not going to be enough because Exo decides to sign off his letter with an Exo and gives Dr. Thunder Ultra 2 players 9/100ths of a second. PC, is PC calling his teammate ass? Is he? What team is PC on? Does anyone know? I forget. I'm gonna find it. Hold on. Unacceptable. Okay, no, it's fine. He's trash talking. It's okay. We let it slide. It's okay. Nork is on duck ass. PC's on Twisted T. We're good. Well, let's go with Nork. Let's see if Nork can get a win. So we head up. Jampy and Author time. Okay. So Jampy, I really hope Jampy, because it's been very troubling for this man just over and over again. He's pushing way too hard sometimes. Let's see if he can get it together here. He's very rocky there. It's the same thing. I think he just carries a little too much speed. Or maybe doesn't scrub off enough. Because he does not keep ground contact for very long. Is it Nork's time to shine, though? It might be, after being called ass by PC. Or what did he say? I was right, yeah, okay. Nork, though, does get it through. Duck ass on match point. And yes, Spoder, I am just cursing everybody. I'm a little too good at it. I could have had a number of superpowers, but I guess caster cursing was the one I got, which honestly is kind of funny. We'll see what that looks like for my future. But yes, Duck ass, one player away from being all sorted out. That just leaves it on Solar. So Duck ass and DMK, both teams with one player left on the field. Let's go with Solar. He's going to have a very clean run, that's all I know. He might not be the fastest, but it's going to be clean. And so far, he's doing just that. Jampy's still up top. BMQ and Fjorton. Oh, and I think we just lost Jampy. I think Jampy just fell out of that, yeah. Oh, no, he's not. He's in there. He's hidden. I didn't see him. Area, where's Solar? Solar has gotten way out of shape here. And continues to do so. Fjorton, this would be great for Dr. Thunder Ultra. They'd also be 3 of 1. But as I look at him, he just smashes the pillar. Jampy is in the lead. Jampy can take it easy. He has his teammate of Author Time behind. Actually gives it away. He gives it away. That might have been a very good decision, though. Perhaps Jampy has realized he knows the pace is there and he saw Author's there. Maybe he knows that Author struggles. So that is, if that strategy works out, this could 100% be Parker's Twisted T getting first place here. We have to go with Jampy, though. Has this been Jampy's play? He's got Solar with him at the top. And comes in one of the Yep team members. That's B-Rent. BMQ sliding into frame. But right now, Jampy in control. He gets so close to the edge there. What does it look like into the penalty grass? It's done far better than we've seen in the last few rounds. He's going to hold the gear through the drift. The downhill grass. Now he grabs the reactor boost. Goes right back up through the checkpoint. He tries to straighten it out a little bit. He's already got almost 3/10. BMQ's made a mistake. This should be it for Jampy. This should be it for Parker's Twisted T here on Die Rise. The last couple of turns to go through. And for Parker's Twisted T, this is great. This is going to be great for them. in the standings for the playoffs. GG's to them. Mathiper, is that a little bit of salt we see here? Especially in our water. Unbelievable. We only use fresh water here. But GG's for the Sky Blue team. They're flying high. So that leaves who? DMK and Curse Casters. Or sorry, I completely misread that. It's Ice for Bead and Duck Ass. The only two teams with one player left. Yep team has 2. Dr. Thunder has 2. DMK has 1. Ottoman Empire hasn't done anything yet. Vinestre seems to be the most likely candidate to make that happen. But if you're Duck Ass, you're looking to see where Solar is. And the problem is he's already DNF'd. He's gone back to the start effectively. BMQ wants to give Yep Team a chance at second place. Because right now, Ariat is behind. He's in close proximity, but the speed's not going to matter that much. Ariat even gets overtaken by Fjorton. But BMQ for Yep Team. That leaves all of it on B-Rent to get one more car across in first. There's Acronator for Curse Casters. Ariat has done a very good job of running at the top, maybe banking on the other two with BMQ out of the way. Could he be one driver to actually get Curse Casters another placing? We'll have to wait and see though. Solar not getting the best start. Almost flying up and over. Decides to straight line the transition from sausage to platform. Drops the gear. It's gonna take a lot of wind out of his sails. Alex battling with Yandro for the top. Yandro with the hit, though. That's his round over. Alex gets overtaken by his teammate, but he's also got Rob with him. 3 members from Ottoman Empire. This has been the best opportunity they've had to actually make a finalist mode. And we are seeing both of them sliding out, having problems. Torque overtakes. Oh, and Torque doesn't get the drift at all. Zach and Alex into the water, and this will finally be Ottoman Empire getting one of their own, but he gives it away! What? What are you doing? Did Alex think that Zach was right behind him? There's no way. Absolutely no way. Alex saying he thought he had it. He looked at the delta. Fjorton pulls the sniper from his back in just last second. Oh my god. Moments of disaster. Alex, he tried to do what Jampy did for Parker's Twisted Tea, but it completely went the wrong way. So now, Ottoman Empire still looking for their first. And as the field gets thinned out a bit, they should get that. Rob with the touch on the water. Zach goes over. Zach's going to DNF. Solar's DNF'd as well. So B-Rent decides it's his turn to lead everybody. Yandro. Ariat, though. Big hit there on the inside. That's going to take him out of contention, because he is going to just lose every position possible. B-Rent surely does not mess this up. Does not hit B for boost. And he will come across. Yep Team closes it out. They're going to be second in all of this. GG's for them. But Alex saying it was worth a shot. Yeah, you gotta be careful. You gotta be 100%. But to be fair, the margins were so tight. Yeah, you almost had to screw that up. So I don't even blame him. But Casters and DMK, both of these guys have one left. Ice Speed and Dr. Thunder have 3. Ottoman Empire, still nothing. Alex is DNF'd. Gear heart ratio. With that lower gear, he's going to lose a lot of speed on the gear up. Parker is going to slide off with, who else was that? Someone else slid off. I think it was Ariat. Vanessa, Rob, and Winter. Winter's trying to deny these guys their first point. And for Curse Casters, this would be big for Winter because this would get them third. He goes into the drift. He cuts it very close on the inside, but into the water we go. He just leads ahead of Rob, but I don't think the speed's going to be there. Rob hits the wall in Winter. For Curse Casters goes into third for that team. Rob pushed it so much on the inside. He had the speed, but he was just a little bit too late. How much closer would the gap have been? It was 7/100ths from Winter and Vanessa. But what a great round. Dummy asking Yandro when he's gonna for real all over the competition. Apparently all it takes is $1. Somebody get this man his $1. Rob, with an excellent start, already gets almost a quarter of a second over his teammate, and even Solar as well. Femvella, a driver who we've kind of put to the sideline here in terms of just keeping an eye on because of DMK, and a big hit for Rob. Sees him not DNF. Now he does. Rob, Zach, and Vanessa all have DNF'd. Alex is the only Ottoman Empire player who could have this happen. This round has been all over the place. Yandro is getting into things. Was I calling Femvella? Oh, no, Femvella was Ice for Beat. You know, whatever. I get colors mixed up. My God. Jampy with the raid, though. Thank you. Welcome, Raiders. I'm waving at the camera. You can't see it. But GG's. And, yeah, Yandro. Second player for DMK. And thank you so much for the compliment, Jampy. I appreciate that. Jampy with the 300 IQ move, though. So, Duck Ass with 1 to go. Dr. Thunder Ultra with 1 to go. Ice for Bead, 1 to go. 2 for Curse and DMK. Nothing for Ottoman. This is going to be a very close one, though. Can maybe go overhead as everybody's gotten the start pretty well. Femvella, though, on the plastic is just going to go way to the back. No chance there. Torque as well with a touch. Gear ratio, I think, got in the water there. You know, the more yellow I see up front, the more hopeful I get. But they kind of just, you know, don't. Alex's DNF. Parker leading the way for DMK. This would be whenever the internet decides to work for him. But he goes into the water. He gets a little bit of the border itself. Is there enough speed? There isn't, because Acronator for Curse Caster snipes him at the line. 7/100ths of a second. And now the green team with 1 to go. The immediate lead from Acronator. Absolutely massive strats from him. Ariat, the only caster member left. Torque, the only Dr. Thunder member left. Solar's the only one for his team of Duck Ass. And it is just Femvella for Ice for Bead. It has been a very interesting map for everybody as Gearhart has to respawn. And Ariat, a big clip. Same with Vanessa. Neither of them actually respawned it, though. Solar's in the lead, but he grazes that wall. That gives Torque the opportunity to hold everybody back, as he is very pushing it. Very much pushing things right through, and he gets the most awkward line with the reactor boost. Could this be the chance for DTU to close it out? We'll have to see into the checkpoint. Rob with more speed, though, in the water. Is Rob going to go for the overtake? He can't get it. He pushes too hard. He gets a little bit too early on the turn-in point. That was the opportunity for Ottoman Empire to finally get somebody through. And again, at the line, it's just not going to happen. Dr. Thunder Ultra, though, will get third on this map. Ottoman Empire continuously is unable to convert a lead when it matters most. And they still find themselves with every member of the squad on track. Meanwhile, 3 teams are done. And 4 teams still have at least one out there. We saw Femvella with a big hit, trying to really cut off as much of the start as possible. Vanessa, this has to be the time, surely, for you to get it. You've got Alex and Rob as a buffer to Ariat, and even Solar getting in on this. This Ariat with the gear down. Solar's messing that one up massively. And Vanessa should know what the gaps look like, and maybe get into this. Zack the Warrior DNFs, and finally Ottoman Empire gets somebody through. We are going to have a pause coming in with this round being over. That took, I won't lie, that took way too long for Yellow. Parker is leaving. Maybe he has to get some barbecue. God, I'd love some barbecue right now. But man, what an absolutely crazy set of rounds we've been having, especially for the lineups. So very quickly, I just gotta check one ding. One ding. There we go, boom. Do that, and then we're gonna go back. Game. There we go. Nobody saw that. Alright, Parker has rejoined. Everybody who needs to be in is in, which is great. Oh, his Wi-Fi died. And this is why we go for wired connection. It is far superior to Wi-Fi, and I will believe that until I'm dead. If you think otherwise, you're wrong. So as we wait for the pause to be removed, Parker's Twisted Tea has come out on top here on Die Rise. Then it's Yep Team and Dr. Thunder Ultra. Duck Ass still has 1 driver remaining to get through. So does Curse Casters and Ice for Bead. DMK with 2 players remaining, and then Ottoman Empire just got their first player in. So we'll see if the yellow team can keep that trend going. Already an early touch. I don't know who that was from. That was Rob. And we do see Femvella all over the shop there with that. Parker, that's superior Wi-Fi, of course. But Viper already calling Solar to win this round. I mean, if Alex does throw, then yeah. Hopefully Alex understands what the deltas are looking like. Because that would be incredibly embarrassing to have that happen. Oh, and Solar! If anybody on Duckass wants to blame Solar's DNF for that, you can blame it on Mythiper. I did not do it this time. So thank you, Mythiper, for taking the heat. 1, 2, and 3 for Ottoman Empire. Alex will get through. He does not DNF this time. He's learned that maybe it's not the best to do that. Femvella is in. There's Ariat in 6th, 7th, and 8th is Heart and Solar. You know, what is that Alex line? I don't know. It is one of the lines of all time. So everybody has at least 2 drivers who are done for the night. Look, Solar with the worst start, though. Does anybody get anything even worse? Yes, it is going to be Femvella. Oh, you meant this round. Oh, yes, of course, Mythiper. That's how it works. That's why Solar is right here in 4th, 5th. Excuse me. As we go through, very slow line for him. Man, Mythiper, you if I say it's going to work, eventually it'll work. But Rob leads it. Ariat wants to get Caster's Curse. Curse Casters, God. Over and out. He might actually have that opportunity here. He gets a much better drift compared to Rob. Rob's speed is just about the same. Ariat incredibly close on the left-hand turn. And Curse Casters gets themselves 4th place. Fighting right to the line. And that just leaves Femvella. Solar, another DNF round for him. The pressure's starting to make him just crumble. Duckass have been sitting at 3 out of 4 for a while now. And they will be overtaken by Curse Casters. Ice for Bead, Duckass, 1 remaining. DMK and Ottoman, 2. Oh, and Femvella. You can't do that. Solar's already DNF'd. What in the world is happening? Could this be Ottoman maybe getting 5th? Rob touches. Parker could deny. He is getting the overtake on Zach right now. Oh, what happened to Zach? He touched something. He hit a wall. Parker has to recognize this. Come on, don't let the internet die now. And he will hit the wall, but it won't matter that much. Rob and Zach will get closer. That gap is under a second now, but it's starting to grow. Parker is so high on the platform there. Into the wall hit, into the turn. Can Parker take it easy? Yes, he can. Rob pulls in to make it just under 3/10 at the line. But Gearhart for DMK is the last man standing. Ottoman not getting another one through rather. And Femvella is really struggling here. It happened in Percussion. It's happening in Die Rise. We are on to the final 5. So let's check out the starts for everybody. See how it goes. And it looks like... Oh, Gear is so close to falling off the little spectator pathway there. But right now, everybody's got it running pretty damn well. Femvella. With the Gear drop in 5th position. And Gear is going to be out of this round, fully into the stone wall. Solar stuck between 2 Ottoman members, and he's going to hit the wall again, and he does DNF. Rob is all alone, and Zach is behind. Does Rob go for the DNF strat? It would be something if Femvella gets this, but I highly doubt it. No, Rob's going to take it all for himself. Rob is Rob Balavaki's first name because we're tight like that. Yeah, I know top players, it's not a big deal to me, lol. Does anybody know what Mathyper just said? It sounded like a lot of yapping. But it's going to be a complete free-for-all. 4 players left, all for their teams. Yeah, sure, it's a copy boss. Sounds about right. Anyways, Solar, you can see the gap already being stretched right now. It was 3/10. Now it's just under a quarter of a second. Zach the Warrior fighting back, though. It is sticking around that 3/10 mark. Does Solar have a chance? He grazes something going into the engine off. Could this be Ottoman Empire? Oh, it's a very shaky drift there. They're going to be fighting with each other. Gear ratio, as I go to him, slams into the wall. Femvella with a wall ride. Solar and Zach. This is the final chance for both of them. If they get it right, it could be great for them. But if they get it wrong, like Solar has here, it will be Zach going through. Ottoman Empire gets 5th here on Die Rise. I don't know what Solar was doing. Maybe tried to smooth steer, but I don't think it would have worked. Femvella 5.8 and Gearhart having to DNF. Ottoman playing one of the weirdest long cons I have ever seen in my life. My god, that was ridiculous. The final 3 and 2 more drivers. Oh, Femvella not getting off the start. Will this be a reset round? I'm not certain. I don't know. I think we're going to just play on. Yeah, that late start, Femvella. They may opt to run it again. But right now, it is Solar for Duckass. He's got half a second. I heard Gear pulled way up. But he's losing time already. Solar can take it easy. Doesn't have to worry about all that much. As, yeah, Gear's crashed. Gear completely missed the checkpoint. He went around it. He went along the left side. So Solar, just a nice Sunday drive, man. That's all you got to do. into the water, gets it smooth. Oh, tries to just steer it away from the wall. Tries to be like that. And Solar for Duck Ass. It's going to be 6th place. Oh yeah, and Mathifer's call finally coming through. I think it got caught up in the lines there. That's probably why we didn't see it right away. But we have one final round to go. Oh god, don't bring up the Ohio meme. Shut up, guys. Oh, and Gear's late on the start. What the hell is happening? Femvella, could this be the strategy? Could this be a potential what is it? Collusion? Is that what this is? He's giving Femvella a chance. What a rude way to do it, but he's actually getting closer. He went from 3/4 now to just about 6/10. They're calling for DNFs to restart the round. But Femvella is very slow. They might fight this out to the end, though. This might be all part of the plan. Gear ratio is very high there. And I think he's just got it wrong, and he gets the jump out of the water. Femvella. That's it. Ice for Bede. They've done it. They've got 7th. Gearhart ratio as much speed as he could, but the car just couldn't hang with the water. And that's going to do it, folks. The American Draft League Season 2. Regular season is done. And we get ready for playoffs. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know what the brackets are going to look like. But we will certainly have that in due time. But folks, that's going to do it for us here tonight. Everybody's left the server. Everybody's ready to just maybe get some food, maybe go to bed. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. But what a final race of the season. Yeah, everybody's out of here, and that might also be us. So, just to get a last look at the standings before we finally clock out of here. Parker Twisted Tea went into this match tonight in 1st. Duckass was 2nd. Yep Team is in 3rd. Curse Casters in 4th. Then it's Ice for Bede, Dr. Thunder Ultra, Ottoman Empire, and DMK 5th through 8th. We have to get ready because the playoffs are right around the corner. We'll get those points situated, and then we are going to release all of that. We'll figure out who's doing what in terms of casting. But hopefully you guys had fun tonight. GG's on everybody. It was a great set of matches. I enjoyed it, even though I haven't played these maps. I was enjoying myself quite a lot, and hopefully you guys did too. Everybody gave it their all, and that's what we love to see. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my casting. I will be over on my channel for my own stuff, and then I'll also be at XP Evo, so maybe I'll see you guys there. But we got a raid going. We're gonna go to 18-bit Zach or 16-bit Zach. I actually can't count. That's one of the cool things. I can't count. But other than that, folks, as always, stay safe, stay beautiful. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed your stay. We'll see you in the playoffs. Hopefully you're ready for it.